Hello, my lovely peoples. So, I have something to share. I look happy and I'm smiling right now, but from the inside, it's all love too, but I'm going through it as I have been going through it every single video that I film. I'm going through it, but this time it's something a little bit more serious. As you can see, I'm with my girlfriend, and I had to come here because something happened. When was it? I don't even know what day it is. It was all a kind of like a blackout for me because I got really triggered. I was really scared. I was really starting to get really paranoid, was thinking a bunch of shit. So basically what happened was I was sitting on my couch. I was just chilling in my house, like my windows, my curtains were closed. My front door, I have like this black thing on it, like it's a scarf. And like I didn't even think about it because I wouldn't think that someone would do this. But it has like a really small, it was like the scarf is on top of it, but there's like this really small part of it that you can, like, if you want to, you could look into it. Maybe I should put it like this. You could like look into it, but it's like you really have to like, like look like this, like you have to really like, and damn, this thing hit really good. Like I'm feeling it right now. But yeah, what was I saying? Basically, I was sitting on my couch. I'm smiling, but it's really hurtful. Like I actually got, almost cried about it again because I had an appointment with my the person that comes weekly and checks on me and stuff. She called me and stuff, and I had to talk about it, tell her what happened, and I was getting emotional. But so yeah, I was just sitting on my phone checking some things, and then I see this person walk past, and I am aware of it. Like when it started to happen before, like obviously people walk past because there's I have two other neighbors, but this time the shadow kept going back and forth, and it felt like this person was like hiding, like imagine this is the door, right? And he was walking past, and then he was like, he like stayed here, and then he walked past again, and then he like stayed over here, and then he was like, he came again, and then he kept walking, but you could clearly see that he's still like there, like he's not walking further than just hiding himself, you know what I mean? And then he kept doing that, and I already started like my heart race already, like, I was already like, what the fuck is happening? Like, because after a certain time, I'm not gonna open the door for anyone unless I ordered something, and I was just hoping that they wouldn't like ring the bell because my lights were on. So I'm telling he, because it was like a figure of a man, saw that there's someone home, so I didn't want them to like ring the bell and like keep waiting there because they know that there's someone home, you know what I mean? Because there's people out there. I was just getting so paranoid and also triggered because things already happened in my life, and I would like I just wanted to feel safe in my own house. Like that's all I wanted. Like, and I was starting to feel a little bit more safer, but also really like I want to get out of here. Like I don't want to live there because I feel boxed in and stuff. But they kept doing that, and then they stood in front of the door and looked through the little tiny thing that you have to really like stand there and like aim your eyeball to like look inside. And they did that, and they kept making eye contact with me. Like, that's what it felt like. I didn't see the person's face or anything. I don't know who this person is. They're calling me. I don't know who's calling me. Wait, let me pick up. Alright, so they called me for like an appointment to the dentist, but I low-key don't want to go. But I also have an appointment that day already. And I was not about to like go to the dentist in the morning and go to my therapist right after, because it was like they said like they have like a spot open at 10 a.m. but I have an appointment at, was it 1 till 2 or 2 till 3? No, it was 1 till 2 or something. So I was not about to do that. Like, I have to go all the way, like it's somewhere here like 30 minutes away from here, and then all the way to where I live and stuff. And no, not about to do that. I only can do one appointment a day. But as I was saying, so I don't know how long that he was staring at me, because I blacked out, I'm not gonna lie. It could be a second, it could be a minute. I have no idea. Like, it was definitely longer than a second, because he kept staring at me. Like, I felt like I was being watched, and I froze, and I was in shock, and I was so scared, because I don't know what they would do, or what they were seeing, or why they would do that, And so also the reason why I am so like alert too is because of trauma, obviously. But I didn't leave, like, the situation with my ex and stuff. His head goes places. And living with him, I was already really scared, because I was just scared that either I take my own life, he takes my life, or I cannot get out of that situation, and I was just scared of him. I was like physically, mentally, spiritually scared of him, because I don't know what he was capable of. And I was locked up in my room, in the room where I was staying, like in that house, and he was living in the living room. But I would lock myself up in that room for like days at a time. I would not get out of there unless I had to like take a shit or something, but it was not a nice situation. My girlfriend is also coming, so I have like a little bit left to talk to you and tell you what is happening. But basically, so a little bit of backstory why I feel like this. Also, like, it's just enhanced by things that happened in my life, and things that happened also recently. That was like we're in October, almost November. I got out of that situation like mid-January, and I was admitted for 2 weeks, and then after I got admitted, I left. I stayed 2 weeks at a friend's of my girlfriend's mom's house, and after that I got my keys so I could stay where I'm staying in right now, in my studio. It was really like an emergency situation where I had to get out of there, because I was feeling very scared and unsafe of my own life, because when he would go like I say crazy, but when he would go like angry, it would be anger. Like, it would be as if something overtook him, and I wouldn't know what he would be capable of. And we were already broken up, not together, I came out to him and stuff, and I also had my girlfriend, so it was a bunch of stuff on top of each other. Also our past and everything. Like, he had a lot of resentment and anger and hatred, he said, for me. And it was not a nice situation. It was not a nice situation. And I had to get out of there like ASAP. And so I don't have really nice memories of the last moments I was there in that house, especially also like the years before, even being in a relationship with him. I tried to make them like nice memories, and like just also remember the nice memories, because I was with him for a really long time of my life, and there was obviously some nice memories, but a lot of the times it's like manipulation. When I look back at it, it's like not really nice to look back at, because you see the pattern in its whole entirety. So yeah, forward to right now, for you to understand why I feel like this, and how it's triggering me so much, and how unsafe I feel in this moment, and how it's bringing a lot of emotions up for me when that person did that at my house, that I am in that place for my own safety, and now I feel unsafe in a place where I'm supposed to feel safe. And that person kept like looking at me, kept doing that, and I got really scared, and I tried to get out of I opened the window, the whole window like fell on me, because it was like open, like it wasn't put a good way, because my curtain is in there, because I don't have curtains I don't have curtain rails, so I put my curtains in the window, so it's not locked properly. So now I'm like thinking about that too, because my windows are not like closed entirely fully, because there's curtains in them, so my windows can be not exposed, because if I leave them open, everyone can see me, because I only have 2 big windows, and it's a studio that I live in, so I don't have like a separate room or something. It's not like it's only the living room part that's like that. It's like I live in the living room, I live in my bedroom, I live in the kitchen, and I should put curtains, but like the finances and stuff, and I tried to open the window like cloaky almost fell on me, and then I like closed it. My whole curtain fell. I felt more exposed, because the window is big, so if you stand in front of the window, everyone can see you. And I was thinking like, what if he saw that I did that, and he like came like around, and because there's like a how do you say, like a big garden for everyone, I don't have a balcony or anything. You can literally jump, you can literally just basically just do that, and you're outside. Like the only thing that's separating me and the outside world in that is that tiny wall for the window, you know what I mean? So I just literally have to do this with my feet, and I'm outside. So I was thinking all of that. My windows are not locked, because the curtain's in there. So I don't know if it's really easy for you to open it, and it's making me think so many things. And I'm also thinking, and I don't want to think that. I'm like, there's no way my ex knows where I live. There's no way he found out where I moved to. I really, really hope they didn't send like I really hope they didn't send like how do you say that, a letter to my old house where I lived, saying where I live or something, or like I just don't know, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think that that's a possibility, because he did do things in the past that are not very nice to other people, and he did find people's addresses and stuff. So it's like he is capable of things, and I just want to think the very best, and be like, he changed, and he saw the good in himself, and he's doing good, and whatever, and everything's okay, and everything is fine. It's been a while, a couple of weeks already, but my sister also told me she saw him there, and that's at the other side of the world. So I'm like, okay, maybe he moved out, maybe he lives there now, maybe he's just on vacation and he's coming back, but he's not here yet. I'm thinking so many things. I'm thinking so many things to make it light and good for myself. But I'm scared. I still feel a lot of things, and I thought that I didn't have to be like so alert anymore, but I knew I shouldn't have put my walls down, you know? I knew I shouldn't do that because I just that's why. You know what I mean? That's why. And what is this? Why am I feeling this right now? Like some sort of adrenaline because something bad happened or something? No. Because if you saw the other videos and stuff, and one of them I was saying too that this calm is like making me feel uneasy and stuff. This calm is like, it's too calming, and it's driving me a bit insane. And now this happened. I knew I shouldn't have been calm like that. I knew I shouldn't have been like, yeah, I can finally relax. Because relax who, bro? What do you mean relax? What do you mean relax? You know? Because I left that house. Like, I literally left, as in I waited for, like, I got admitted. I waited for him to not be at home because I kind of knew his schedule still, but it was like kind of unpredictable too because he was also changing his schedules, and we weren't talking, so I didn't know anything about him like that. But I went on a Sunday where I knew that he would work, and me and my girlfriend came, and we also had like a police officer that was on standby for if anything happens and he's there or whatever. Everyone knew, like the place where I was admitted also knew, everyone knew. So I went there, we grabbed everything so fucking fast and put everything in the car, and those boxes and stuff stayed in my girlfriend's car for like 2 weeks until I got the keys for the place. And we did it like this. And he didn't know when I was leaving. He didn't know that I was leaving like that, because I told him when I would get the place, so he knows that for how long he has to like expect me there still, you know. But I just left like I just left unpredictably. He didn't know. And before that, even, I was already gone for was it a week or something, because I was admitted. And I think that same week that I was admitted, that Sunday, it was a week on top of it, I think. That Sunday, I went and grabbed everything. And let me tell you, I was also the lowest I have been in a while. Because I was not eating, I was only drinking water, and that barely. I was not doing anything. I was so depressed. I was on benzos, you know. I was like sedating myself every single day. I was smoking a lot every single day, and I was just really going through it. I was also drinking, you know. That's how, I think I told this already. That's how one time I like blacked out, basically. I just don't want to say that I almost overdosed or whatever, but hi, I'm back. My girlfriend came and I got embarrassed, so I stopped filming. But yeah, I don't know where exactly I was or what I was saying anymore. I think I was saying that I was just going through it and stuff. And it was like really just unsafe situation where I was in, and that I left, and that I now feel unsafe again, you know. Like now I'm living there, and I have to deal with this now. I have to deal with me feeling like this and stuff. And I had like a phone call with one of the people that come check on me like every week, and she told me like she talked to her higher ups and stuff, like just her colleagues and stuff like that she talks to for advice. And she told me like I should tell the police like so they know, so it's like written or something. And so she did it actually for me, and they're gonna call me. She said they're gonna call me or tomorrow or next week or something. So the police is gonna call me, and I have to tell a little bit of what happened and stuff, and then they know. My girlfriend actually is gonna get me a like those doorbell cameras, which is really nice. So I can have like a view of who is outside and stuff. And what else? Yeah, so that's gonna happen right now. And I'm just hoping and trusting and praying that everything is just gonna play out, like this is just a little scare and stuff, but I'm just trusting that everything is just gonna be okay, and that I will be somewhere one day very soon where it's not like I'm like in a tiny little space and also just scared and stuff, because that's not what I want at all. I just feel very just like stuck, like nowhere to go. It's also getting colder and it's getting darker sooner, so you feel more depressed, even because you're just inside more. And I'm not gonna lie, I would really want to be in another country right now, where like my island, and go there and stuff. So yeah, I have been thinking about a lot of things. I've been thinking about just creepy men in general. People are weird. People do weird stuff. People are stalkers. People do weird stuff. I've been thinking about my ex and the things that he could possibly do, but I'm just hoping and like just really thinking positive and just thinking like, like he gets the memo, we're not together, like there's no reason why he would like come look at me or anything, like there's no reason for him to like do that. That's what I'm thinking, like he just gets it, he's just living his life, I'm living my life, and it's just like a random weirdo that just wanted to do that, and nothing is gonna happen, but yeah, for real. And I'm just trying to like make my life a little bit like more fun and stuff. And I'm gonna make a cake. I'm just gonna make a cake right now, because why not? Because we bought like apples and we have like too many apples, and I was like, why not make a cake? And I might film it and just speak and stuff and talk, and like we can hang out together, but that's gonna be another video. But yeah, just wanted to say that. Just wanted to update also a little bit of what has been going on. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna schedule this in the future, or I'm gonna schedule this like as right now or something. I don't know. Probably just do it in the future. But when I'm filming it, today is the 29th of October, I think, and this is gonna be up next week, the 6th or something. So yeah, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it a lot. And yeah.